Alright guys, how you doing, and welcome to Need for Speed Payback. Now I've had this game since Tuesday this week I believe, and I have been loving it. I've been working my way through the game to get the car that we're going to be focusing on in this video. But right now, I just want to kind of show you around the garage right now and my cars. Now, these aren't all of them, obviously you can store them in the warehouse, but these are just a few as I says. Right, so this is the first one right here, and it's one of my most recent cars that I have got. It is the Nissan 240ZG. It is one of the derelict cars, or as I like to call them, the barn find knockoffs. But I've done it up with the wide body, and it looks super clean. And if you have an eagle eye, you will see that the channel logo is in the game. Next up we have one of my first off-roaders. Now I got this as part of the deluxe edition of Need for Speed Payback, and it is the Ford F-150 Raptor. I've been working on this thing. I kind of wanted to keep it a stock look. It did come with like a really cool looking livery, but me, I prefer the stock looking Raptor with the blue. It's also got some RTR rims, as you can see at the side there, but my other off-road car is the Subaru Impreza STI. Now if you're a fan of Motor Trend, then you might know why I have put my Cayman GT4 in this colour. It's absolutely drop dead gorgeous in this colour, man. And of course, as a drift car, I needed to have a Rocket Bunny 350Z. This thing sounds incredible in this game, and it drifts like an absolute peach as well. But the one that I have been playing through the game for is of course the Jaguar F-Type R Coupe. I mean, long time viewers of the channel will have known this was coming without any notifications or anything, because as soon as I seen an F-Type wide body was in the game, it had me sold. So before we head out and do some race events in it, I'm going to take you on a tour around it and explain what customization parts that I've done to it, just in case you guys want to do a little bit of a replica in your game, and also explain why this very car is now my all-time favourite car. So starting off with one of the most noticeable differences around the front, it is this splitter. Now I'm not a massive fan of splitters, especially big ones like this, but this one right here I think suits the F-Type down to a T. Now for the bonnet, it actually has louvers on the side, which is a very cool touch and something I never thought would suit the F-Type. So one feature that I actually quite like in Need for Speed Payback is being able to black out your lights. Now there's obviously different colours right here, but it looks so much more fierce totally blacked out. And now on to one of my favourite parts about this car, the custom rims. Now these are rotiforms, and as you can see I have put satin black for the actual rim itself and chrome for the lip, which just sets it off so nicely. And as you can see right there, we have got the channel logo on this one as well in the chrome to match the rims. Now another thing I didn't expect to like as much as I actually do is this big beefy side skirt. Now when you compare it to the normal one, it adds so much more to the car, doesn't it? I mean, especially with the louvers and the front fenders, as you can see right there, we've added them too. And then to add that more wide hip look, we have went for some clean looking rear fenders alongside with the front ones. Now here is the normal Jaguar F-Type rear fender, and this crazy looking one, which is okay, but I kind of prefer this one right here. Kind of gives it more of a Liberty Walk / Rocket Bunny feel. Now I never thought it was actually going to be possible to improve on the rear end of a Jaguar F-Type, but Need for Speed has just gone and done it, seriously. In terms of the tail lights, we have blacked them out, as you can see right here. The rear bumper is way more aggressive, as you can see right here, with some holes right down on the bottom of the corners, comparing it with the normal bumper and one we've got, which kind of pushes it in a little bit. I don't really like that look. So now on to the thing which I think makes the biggest difference around the rear. Now this is the stock rear diffuser that you're looking at, and this is the one that I've got on it right now. How much better does that look, seriously? Now for the exhaust pipes, I kind of wanted to go for something a little bit different. Now the normal one has 4 exhaust tips, but I kind of wanted to combine the V8 and the V6 F-Type into one car because I love both of them. Personally, I would take a V6 convertible. I don't know why, it's just the sound of the engine and everything, and then tune it up a little bit. And the V6 version has 2 center exhausts, so I know this isn't centre, but I kind of wanted to combine both of the cars. So as you can see, in terms of the spoiler, we have went for the clean look. Now, this is an active aero spoiler. It flaps up, which is just absolutely awesome. I love active aero spoilers, like the Lexus LFA, the McLaren P1, etc. So yeah, I wasn't going to touch it in any way. And there was no way in hell that I was going to put this thing on it and ruin it. Let's just leave that to some other YouTubers out there. So in terms of the stance, we have got it on the third least position, or shouldn't it be the most because that adds stance to it? I don't know. But anyway, it's just perfect. It doesn't rub onto the fender or anything, whereas that kind of does. So for the people interested in what's under the bonnet, this car is level 283, so I've put quite a lot of parts in it. Obviously, it's not the most powerful thing out there. I've still got a little bit of the game to go. So that was just a quick tour around the car, guys. Please do let me know in the comment section below what you make of it. I really am interested to find out what you guys think, because to me, this is the definition of perfection. Righty then, so we've jumped into a race with the 1% club. Now, for the purpose of this video, I have turned the chatter off and everything in the game because I think it's going to be pretty damn distracting, plus you might not be able to hear me over it. But anywho, let's get going in the Jag. It's my first race in it. It is an actual race spec car. There's that active spoiler that I was talking about. And the noise. See that SVR project Cars 2? That can go and suck it apparently, because this thing, it sounds brilliant. Proper F-Type like. I mean, the SVR sounded good, but my god, this is absolutely amazing now. I'm quite further on in the game, guys. I hope not to spoil anything for you, since this is just a race and I've turned the actual chatter and everything off. So yes, we've got blue nitrous and everything on this as well. There is an option for rainbow nitrous, which is really cool. I believe I've got that on my GT4? I think I do. But yeah, I want to give you some of my first impressions of the game as well, considering the fact this is my first video on Need for Speed Payback. But that'll have to wait after the tunnel. Oh my god, on the overrun! That crackles, man. That reminds me of the old Alfa Romeo 8C. Just the way it just rumbles and pops and everything. Farshad would like this car. Definitely. And if you don't know who Farshad is, then shame on you. Shame on you. So coming into one of the major areas in the game, it is basically a rip-off Las Vegas and the surrounding areas. Now, there's a place in this game with mountains and everything which heavily reminds me of a place in The Crew. Yosemite, I believe. Every time that I say that, I don't know if I'm saying it right, so I do apologise. Please don't crucify me for it. This is probably the perfect game to have the F-Type in, because it is literally a tap the brake to become a drift monster simulator. And while we're on the subject of handling, it is definitely improved over 2015, and that was quite a short race. 2 minutes 19, that flew by there, man. But yeah, definitely the handling has been improved on. It's not as wild and unpredictable as it was in Need for Speed 2015. The race cars do feel properly grippy. The off-road cars properly feel like they can handle with the bumps and everything. But my favourite has to be the runner class. I really like the way it's set up. It's properly good. Now, what can we get in terms of the speed cars here? 13 acceleration. Is that going to do us good? That takes down the nitrous. I am not going to do that, so I think I'm going to trade that in, or maybe send it to my garage and put it on another car. Send it to the garage, I might put it on one of my other cars. Now, in terms of capturing that old Need for Speed feel, I think they have gone and done it, because it heavily reminds me of a mixture of The Run, Undercover, and some of the older games as well, man. It's bloody brilliant. I don't know why IGN was hating on this thing so much. I mean... We've all seen some of the videos talking about this game and the IGN review, so I'm not going to go over it again, but yeah, it's kind of an unfair score that they gave it, because they have done a lot of improvements in my opinion. Right, excuse me for a minute while I go to the toilet and just absolutely cream my pants, because that DB11, holy moly, man. I have just unlocked that in the game as well, so I didn't expect a lot of customization for that, but it does. So yeah, maybe expect a video on that next week, guys. Maybe expect that next Sunday. Right, concentrate, you're getting too distracted by the DB11. That Lambo's pretty quick, man. Pretty quick. Right, drift it, there we go, sonny boy, okay. But yeah, as I was saying, in terms of the feel, they've got it bang on for me. They really have got it bang on. The characters, I really do like Mac. Mac is pretty funny, Jess is pretty cool as well, and Tyler, he has got no personality whatsoever. No, he's pretty bland. He's one of them traditional racing game guys, just like, basically, he kinda, I don't know how to describe it, he's very bland, and he lets the cars do the talking, whereas Mac and Jess have a little bit of character to them. Right, on to the last lap, we are in first position right now. I'm trying to think of anything else that I've got to say about the game. It looks great, it really does. It's nice to have daytime back and everything, and it not being constantly raining all the time. That really does help. And some of the environments and the roads in this game, man. Yeah, Defo Playground can be taking some notes, because I think they've just looked at Forza Horizon and thought, variety is what we need, because we've got deserts, we've got a big city, we've got like mountain roads, thin mountain roads, which a lot of people have been asking for the Horizon series. So maybe Horizon 4 might be set in Japan. You never know, man, you never know, but I think they might need to do that to kick back at Payback. That's not a pun, but you know what I mean. It's just the roads for drifting is so good. So what are we getting this time? Nitrous for the gearbox, level 13, yes, that does help. So what we got, we're up at level 285 now. Thank you very much. Right, so as you can see there, it says you've been awarded a base shipment. Now this is the way to do loot boxes. It really is, because with Forza, they've completely got it wrong. You need to use the in-game credits to get one. With this, you earn them. Turn 10. You earn them! Have you ever heard of that phrase before? Now we've got two here, and they're normally actually pretty good. They give you like a vanity item, as you can see here, they give you money as well. So we've got 6 token parts, which is really cool. And we get a horn, which I think is pretty useless, because I don't really use the horn. But I've not been online yet. Give me the money. 5,000, not bad. Pretty good. I think I've got enough money to buy a DB11, so that might be the next one. And that's my general overall thoughts on Need for Speed Payback. I really do like the game. It's a big improvement over 2015, and I can't wait to see what the future of the franchise beholds. In terms of personal requests, I'd love to see one take place in the UK, because I know there's quite a lot of Need for Speeds that take place in America, but I'd love to see it on our side of the pond. That'd be a mental. And Scotland needs to be included. Definitely, Scotland needs to be included. So we need to hit a speed of 186 miles an hour. That's another thing I quite like. You can earn extra money for like challenges in the game. Now, I believe this is just like a time trial thing. Not too bad, not too bad. The diversity of the races, it's okay. It is okay. It does feel a little bit repetitive from time to time, but it's not that bad, honestly. The one that really gets repetitive is the runner races, but yet again, they're still fun, because you get to batter the hell out of cops with a freaking Dodge Charger. Or at least I do anyway, because that's the car I have got. It looks absolutely gorgeous. It's cherry red with the channel logo on it. Might show you that sometime if I can, but anyway, we're making great progress. We need to get right up to 100. There we go. Look at me in my brand new Hyundai. Feel free to let me know what you think, guys, of Need for Speed Payback in the comments section below. By the time this video goes up, I believe it's out everywhere. I got this thing, as I said, on Tuesday, so I've had a few days to actually get into the game, and I can't get enough of it. It is so addicting. But getting back to the car, I am just in love with it. I really am. Everything about it is just perfection, as I says. Everything to the exhaust note, to the looks, the way it handles. If this thing existed in real life, then I would do anything to get it. Seriously, I would do absolutely anything to get it, because it's just literally my dream car right here. So I have to give credit to Ghost Games and the guys over at EA for doing this, seriously, because the F-Type has been in Forza. I'm not down talking Forza in any way. It's really good in Forza, but in terms of the customization, obviously it was been lacking. And I know this isn't really like an official body kit, but I would love to see a Liberty F-Type, like a Rocket Bunny F-Type, just to see what they do with it, man. I mean, it should look something similar to this, but I love the way that Need for Speed has implemented their own customization options, and it just makes it a little bit more special, man. I didn't even realise how long this race is. Jesus! And that just lets you see more of the environment, but the car overall, I'm just speechless. I'm absolutely speechless. It is my all-time favourite car now. I mean, nothing can come close. The DB11, the Lexus LFA, and the Eagle Speedstar, and the Plymouth Hemi-Cuda, the 1971, they're all in the close range as well. They're like my top 5 favourite, but just there's something about this thing, man. There's just something about it. I mean, I'm sure you guys have that with your favourite car. It's that unexplainable thing that just gets you going about it. It's the James May fizz, but pumped up to 11. And yeah, for one thing I forgot to mention, there's no face cam on this video because I just want to enjoy the car. I don't want to have to bother about looking around or anything like that. I just want to focus and drive this thing, man. And plus, it doesn't help that my computer now is running very slow when editing, or it might be Sony Vegas, because it is an absolute bugger when editing with facecam videos. It chugs and chugs and chugs, and it keeps on crashing. So yeah, it wasn't really a fun weekend last weekend when I was editing, but this one should be okay. Oh man, and go, 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 go. There's the finish line. Yes. Spitting of flames coming out the exhaust looking. Oh, there we go. What time? 4:20. 4:20. Blaze that shit up. And we got the $7,872. And we're over 400 grand. Yes, we definitely have enough for the DB11 now. Ooh, excitement is kicking in. And for the last speed card of this video, we have got... Wasn't this the one we just got? No, but it does take up to 700 horsepower. Oh, okay. Okay, we are equipping that right now. So I'm going to round it off here today for this video, guys, with the Jaguar F-Type R Coupe. If you haven't got this car in Need for Speed yet, definitely work your way through the game and build the thing up, man. It is, just as it says, it is my all-time favourite car. Hopefully I have showed you why in this video, and if I have, and it has been well done, then please do let me know in the comments what is your favourite things about this car. So anyway guys, I will see you next Sunday. Thank you very much for watching. From me and the F-Type, bye bye.